Hello everyone, this is Orlando from A Collector's Dream. And today I just want to show you some of the pickups from the Fort Lauderdale card show that I went to yesterday. First of all, the card show was kind of slow. A lot of the dealers were not there. They technically had to reschedule it a few months ago, but usually that card show in Fort Lauderdale is every first weekend of every month. So if anybody wants to attend that, now I didn't pick this up there, but I'm going to show this here now. But if anybody wants to attend that show, I go every month. It's the first weekend of every month. So I'll be there in November. And just wanted to show this Mickey Mantle card because something I picked up at the show kind of is going to go along with this. And eventually I'm going to do a nice display of my Mantle cards. And this is the 1967. So I want to put this one here just for a display and show you the rest of the stuff I got. So the reason I'm showing you that is because I picked this up. And this, well, I wasn't sure what it was, but there was a dealer there that had a lot of different patches, really cool patches. And he won like $5 for most of them. And he had patches that were from All-Star games, from World Series, from different things. And I asked him what this was. And he said it was a commemorative patch that was used for some type of Mickey Mantle Day or something like that. And I'm not really sure what it was, but you know, he gave it to me for $5, so I said yes. I'm going to use this some sort of display. My Mantle card. It's a nice patch, number 7 Mantle patch. Probably, he said they were made to be put on the uniforms or something like that. And he did have some other patches that looked real, World Series, All-Star game patches, some team type things. But I picked this one up because this would go very nicely as a nice little Mantle display, putting that in there, and $5. So the theme of this card show for me was, I'll give a shout out to Shane, Shoebox Legends, $10 and under. And he, that's the type of things he buys, and usually at the card show, that's kind of what I do. So this is a $10 and under card show pickup video. So everything I got was $10 and under. And I want to give a shout out to my buddies there, Cubano Cards. They were there, and they gave me a little sticker, so go ahead and put them out there. So let me show you the other pickups. So $5 for the patch, the Mantle patch. I picked up a football card. 1960, this is 60, Johnny Unitas, and this is the card number 1, so it's kind of a tougher card to get, and this one's in pretty good condition. So $10 on this one. It was in pretty nice shape. Card number 1, one of the Hall of Famers, one of the best players, and you know, Craig, Midlife Sports Cards, did a video on football, and he's with me on this, that football cards are so undervalued. And here's a perfect example. $10. I think this is Johnny Unitas' 4th year card for $10. And here's the back. It did have a little, you know, it's not going to grade high because the corners, this one especially, corners are not the best, but you know, it's not scratched off. It's the number 1 card, and it's Johnny Unitas, so $10. That was a good deal there. The other two baseball stuff, yeah. I'm gonna try to go, so I got a football stuff, baseball with that, and then I got 2 more baseball things. This was $5. How could you pass up a 64 Giants Carl Yastrzemski for $5? That looks sharp. I mean, the corners look sharp. So it looked pretty good there to me. for $5. I couldn't pass that up. So that's a $5 card there. And it's a Hall of Famer, Carl Yastrzemski. It's an incredible player, one of the best players ever for the Red Sox. So that Yaz was $5. So another $5 purchase. And I thought this was kind of neat, so I picked it up for $5. It's a little mini Wheaties box, the whole box of Nolan Ryan, the Breakfast of Champions. It's like a little mini box. It's a mini Wheaties box. Talks about Nolan Ryan there. So I don't know what year this is from. I probably couldn't tell you here, but for $5, any 1980, it looks like there it is, 1980. Cooperstown Collectibles Wheaties. So I don't know how collectible it is, but it's Nolan Ryan. Let me check it out here, and it's the whole Wheaties box, a little mini Wheaties box. See, it's the whole box, and it was in great shape. It's been in this holder forever, looks like. So $5. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick that up too. So that's a little mini Wheaties box, Nolan Ryan, complete box. The other stuff I picked up were non-sports, and you know, I'm just picking up some non-sports stuff as I see it. If it's stuff that's interesting to me, basically, and this stuff is all cheap. So the rest of this stuff is going to be less than $5 each card. You know, like this one was a couple of bucks, and this I got because it's you know, from Miami. I lived in Miami Beach, and I live real close to the Indian Creek area here. And this is Indian Creek Drive. And this is back in this is a blank back. This card is from the 30s. Don't know exactly, if somebody can tell me, but it's not a very common card. I've never seen this card, so picked it up, and it has kind of like a, I don't want to take it out of the holder again, but it's kind of like a weird surface that's not very smooth, so it doesn't look like it's even a card, you know. It may be like a sticker or something like that. Not real sure, but it's from Miami Beach, where I lived many years in Miami Beach area, right off of Alton Road. And this is the Indian Creek Drive area. This is one of the most expensive areas in the world. Indian Creek is where Tom Brady bought his house, where Julio Iglesias, I think, who's that big investor lives out there, and a few other big name stars, and live out in Indian Creek. That area is super secured and gated, and it's literally it's an island. So just pick that up, a couple bucks. Another one that I really found interesting, and this is a 1963 John F. Kennedy card. And this one was also $2. It's from 1963. And it's, I don't remember the brand, but it talks about it here. And this was in very nice condition. I think it says it here. Let's see what it says here. I can't really read it, but it was 63. I did, the guy had a few of these cards from this set. It was like a set of John F. Kennedy. He had a few of these, but this I thought was the best one he had in best condition, and it was the portrait. So I thought it was a nice card to pick up for a couple bucks. And it says, proven war hero Jack seeks, because it was Jack Kennedy, but John F. Kennedy, seeks the candidacy for the Democrat nomination to Congress from the 11th District. So this is where he was seeking the nomination. And this is from 1963. I thought it was pretty interesting for $5. I think some of these cards are really undervalued, and a few more things that I picked up that I didn't have anything from this kind of non-sports set, and this is called the G-Men, And this is from 1936 Gum, and this is Gum, the Gum Company, which is the Gaudi. Gaudi made these, I think, pretty sure. But these are kind of rare. I don't see these very often. And they were sitting there in the cheap boxes there for a few bucks. And I think he wanted $5 for the G-Men. So I picked up a couple of G-Men and a couple other cards. Got a little break on the price there, but these were really nice. And these are things that in the old days, they were kind of like the comic books, the cards comic books. So it would tell you an entire story on the back. See, official stories from the G-Men. And the G-Men were, you know, the good guys, like the detectives and the heroes of the G-Men and heroes of the law. So they had, you know, like this is where Dick Tracy and all that stuff came from. So, and it tells the whole story here. And you could stop and read the whole thing, give you a chance to read it if you want. But these are really, really tough cards. And it says there's 240 action cards. And really, really tough cards because the parents didn't like these cards too much. So just like the next series I'm going to show you, these were really not something that the parents like the kids to play with too much, because these were kind of, you know, shoot 'em up things. And this one, I was with my buddy Ozzy, one of my subscribers, went to the show there. You know, he saw me looking through these and he says, "Hey, that's Dick Tracy." So I said, "I'll get that one." And there were a few more of these, but I thought this one was kind of cool. Even though it's got a big crease on it there, it doesn't really matter. These are so rare, and for a couple of bucks, can't go wrong with this. And this is the, you can see in the back here, it talks about it, and you know, it says here, so you can read that. Here it says, the driver discovered, and then it says, "A couple of dicks," he explained to his hard-faced pal. "Look, they spotted us. Let's scram." So this is like they were the cops, and then they spotted them and they shot at them there. So it's the G-Men and the Heroes of Law. This is card number 151, Death Among the Gravestones. And these are so tough to find, these cards. I go to a lot of card shows. I don't see them too often. If I do, they're really expensive, usually graded. They're usually graded. I don't know if I'll grade these, but they look pretty good. So I picked up a couple ones that looked kind of neat, that had some good action shots in there. And I thought that they were kind of interesting. So, and the other ones that he had also were also a group of these. He had a few of these that were also rare. And this, unfortunately, is a reminder of the times that we are in today. And this is the Horrors of War cards. The Horrors of War. And this one I got, it looked like it had American flag. It may not be. I wasn't real sure, but so I picked this one up. It looked like, you know, they're all miscut. This is from 1938. And also done by the Gum Company. You can see there, this is one of the series, is 240, and this is the 1938 Horrors of War. And the reason they made this is because it said, "To know the horrors of war is to want peace." That's why they made these cards, and I think that's what we need to think about. To know the horrors of war is to want peace. We all want peace. But these have the information here about the events, different wars that took place throughout the history of man. And this is the attack on the American legation of Addis Ababa. And this was something in 1936. So it talks about the whole attack. So some of these cards are, see, it's copyright 1938. So they came after these. These came out in 1936. And then these came out in 1938. So just wanted some sample examples. And the artwork on these cards are really, really nice. I mean, they're not nice because they're horrors of war. But some of the ones that are valuable are the ones that have Hitler and stuff. He's in one of those cards. And here's another one here. And these are really tough to find, especially in good condition. And, you know, for $5 or less, these were a steal here, I thought. I don't know much about them, but I know that they're tough to find and they're expensive. So this is the, what is this one here? Oh yeah, I got this because it was from Spain. It has a Barcelona. And my family originally is from Spain. So this is the Loyalists Take Rebels Prisoners in Barcelona. So I think I had about 15, 20 of these the Horrors of War cards, and the same thing with the G-Men cards. So I went through and I picked up some of these. And again, this is a rebellion, broke in July 1936 in Madrid and Barcelona. So basically these cards have the horrors of war, the killings and stuff like that, to discourage people from going into war. So kind of a neat set. Again, these are cards that in those days, they were made for kids, but the parents didn't want the kids to buy these cards, so they really are tough to find. I don't think they printed too many of them, but there it is. The horrors of war. These cards were made for peace. To know horrors of war is to want peace. So I picked up some of these cards. If you hadn't seen these before, I just wanted to kind of put them out there so you could see what I picked up at the card show. And every one of these pickups were, of course, not the manual, else every one of these pickups were $10 or less. And I just wanted to give you a quick look at what I picked up at the card show yesterday. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. Truly appreciate it. Have an awesome, awesome day, everyone. And catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.